Caleb Nelson with the Nodaway Valley boys basketball team. 50-43 the final score. The Wolverines win over Earlham on a Saturday evening. We're talking with Nathan Russell, a senior. Blake One as well with me. I guess, Nathan, first of all, close game there kind of at the beginning. You guys shot pretty well from three early in the game. You had at least one of those. Several kids were shooting well from beyond the arc there early. Talk about just getting into the flow offensively early in the game. Did you feel like that helped in this one tonight?
Yeah, we don't really start the game strong. And coach always emphasizes if someone's hot, you got to find them. So there was a brief period where I was hot and my teammates found me, and then Boston at the end was getting hot. So we do a good job of moving the ball around and getting into the guys.
Beat Southeast Warren last night. You're on a pretty good tear here, I think. So this is like 6 out of the last 8 or something like that you've won. How does that feel?
It's good. You know, we started the season not the best, and coach told us that if we stick to it, we will definitely improve by the end of the season, because this time of the year is when it matters most. So definitely improve. As
one of the senior leaders, on the team, you said kind of, sticking together, things like that. But, X's and O's wise, what do you feel has really helped you along the way here?
Just moving the ball and then understanding, like, who the defense is taking away, because, like, Boston's doing really good this year. So we know that teams are taking him away, and when they do that, it opens up the other guys. And then once the other guys start getting hitting, they relax off Boston, and then we give it to him or work it down low to Avery and Adam.
Just kind of understanding the offense and understanding how the game comes to you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Very good. Thanks a lot, Nathan.
Yep.
Blake, 2 points tonight for you, but you played quite a bit there in the second half, and you got a couple big rebounds for the team. From your point of view, I mean, you're one of the younger kids. You're not a senior, but talk about just what you felt like helped you guys kind of stay the course down the stretch. They went on a few runs there at a couple different points, but you pulled it out.
Yeah, it's just good that we kept consistent on defense. We took away that number 2. That was the main focus of our defense, to stop him. And the top 3-pointers, they shooting out there a lot. We just got to take that away, and that's what we did. And we stopped them on D and turned it up on offense.
Talk about rebounding, that's always big. The girls did really well with that tonight. How did you feel like you guys did in that department?
At the beginning of the game, we didn't do very well boxing out, and coach got at us a little bit, and then we woke up, we started boxing out, got the boards when it mattered.
What are your thoughts just on, you're fighting for seeding still at this point? We know what group you're going to be in for the districts. We don't know your seeding yet. So what's going to be key here going down there? You've got a couple more Pride of Iowa games. So
yeah.
What's going to be key there just as you keep fighting for seeding?
Yeah, we got to win next week. We got Mount Air.
And
Lennox, yeah. We got to get them. Those are the main focuses. We'll get pretty good seeding if we beat them. And we just got to take care of business.
All right, very good. Again, the final score tonight, 50-43 Nodaway Valley over Earlham. Thanks a lot, guys. 50-43 the final score again tonight for Nodaway Valley boys over Earlham. Talking with Jeremy Blake, head man for the Wolverines. Coach, just your thoughts on pulling this one out. It was close there down the stretch, and you were able to pull it out. Talk about that and just finishing it off.
Yeah, credit to Earlham, man. They are a tough team. Their records, like I told our guys, is deceiving. They've been in some really close games against some really, really good teams. I know they had a heartbreaker last night against Madrid, losing at the buzzer there. But they bounced back pretty well here. So credit to them on that side of things. And then my guys just believing them after I had to chew a little bit of butt to get the rebounding stuff figured out in that first half. And once we got that part figured out, then everything started going for us there. And, hey, Nate Russell, man, carried us down that little bit of that stretch right after that. He had some huge points. I think he probably went on a 10-0 run.
During the second quarter?
Yeah, on himself. And that's one thing we've been preaching a ton of, and we talked about it again at halftime, is when somebody's got that hot hand, ride that hot hand. And they're very, very great at doing that, being unselfish and trying to find those hot hands and everything there. And then I thought Avery gave us that mismatch for a ton on the block. And he did a really great job of not only getting there, but when they doubled and tripled him, is finding open guys and guys finding themselves in open areas for Avery to get him the ball there. So a culmination of all that stuff there. One thing I would say we need to be better at is not converting those. We had a couple of misses in a one-on-one situation where we have to make sure we knock those in to be able to put that away, especially when you get into tournament time here in a couple of weeks.
Like I thought with the boys, you're kind of still fighting for seeding. Who's in your district group, you don't know what seed you're going to have yet. You have that meeting coming up, I think. So talk about just continuing to fight. I mean, you've got a couple big ones here down the stretch of the POI.
Yeah, we actually meet tomorrow in Avoca at 4. So it'll be a big thing for us there. I kind of talked to them earlier in the week about it, and when the district stuff came out, talking to them about, here's where we're sitting at right now. Projected as like a 7 seed right now, so now I have a little bit of more room to kind of fight for a higher seed for us on that side of things. It's a little weird because we're not with a POI school, which normally, I look back the last 3 years, we're always with POI schools. So that's going to be a little bit different just because we don't have really a ton of, we haven't played any of those guys. We've had very few opponent matchups. I know like IKM beat Panorama early in the year, and Panorama's figured a lot out since then. So credit to them on that side of things there. And like I said, we played them in a pretty close game there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens onto that side of things. I feel, in my opinion, the top 3 are probably pretty secure.
Which are you never? We won't go there.
Avoca's got to be the 1 seed for sure.
Yeah.
They're really, really good. I'm going to say probably either Cam or Xyra or Elkhorn in that 2-3, and they can flip-flop just depending on how things go into that meeting. And I feel like Heartland Christian and Griswold would be in that 8-9 seed area. And then in between, it's going to be a little bit of a dogfight in there on who's going to jockey for what position and everything there. And ultimately, I've told Coach Block this and the guys, wherever they want to put us, we'll go play whoever it is. I don't care who it is. Because we're peaking at the right time. We're in that right trajectory of where we want to be at. And next week's going to be another really tough week with Mount Air on Tuesday at Mount Air, and a really, really good Red Oak team down there on Thursday, and then coming back to Lennox on Friday. So it'll be another good week for us. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going and see what we can do next week. Kind of go from there.
You talked about feeding the hot hand. Let's go back to that just for a sec. Anything else to say just about kind of the flow of the offense and what you're trying to create and what you're trying to do, and just kind of what allows this team to be able to be in the position to do that?
Earlham plays a really fast style. So that's why we wanted to zone them to slow them down a little bit into there. And then on our side of the thing, I just try to find whatever mismatch we have and attack that mismatch. That's why we use Avery a ton in the post area, but I also am not afraid to post some of the guards there in that area as well. So just trying to find a chink in their armor when we're on offense, and then start working and attacking that stuff there. So that's stuff we just keep working on and keep doing what we have to do on our side of things. It's a lot of film watching for me to see things, but it's always tough just because you can't really tell how athletic teams really are while watching film, because the film doesn't show you how well they move and how fast they are and those type of things there. So hopefully we can keep everything going there with our guys. Like I said, my guys are doing a really great job right now. Different guys are stepping up in different positions, and sometimes it's a new guy every night that fills into those spots there for us.
All right, very good. Again, the final score tonight, 50-43, Nodaway Valley over Earlham. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.